Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Monday, November 21st, 2022. I am Fredicia Liburd. Her Excellency Linda Tagliatella, United States Ambassador to Barbados, the Eastern Caribbean, and the OECS, paid a courtesy call on Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, on Monday, November 21st. She also met with the Cabinet of Ministers in the Nevis Island Administration.
It's certainly a pleasure to be back in Nevis. It's been a while. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going under the Ambassador's Cultural Preservation Fund. We were able to get some money to help renovate and restore the Bath Hotel, and we're very excited about the signing ceremony tomorrow. But we're also back just to check in with our friends, the members of Assembly here, and particularly you, who we haven't seen in a while. So we're glad to be back. We're glad to be able to talk about some of the things that are ongoing and some of the ways the United States can help St. Kitts and Nevis. So I'm very happy to be here with my delegation.
Premier Brantley noted that his government looks forward to these regular engagements.
I want to thank Ambassador for coming, for having been a long-standing friend to St. Kitts and Nevis, and for making the trip, of course, to the island of Nevis. We always joke that Nevis is the birthplace of Hamilton, and Hamilton, of course, was an important figure to the United States. So there's a very long umbilical cord that connects us with the United States, and we are happy to have her here with her delegation today to have some discussions about the partnership that we've enjoyed and continue to enjoy. And we're hopeful that we can build on this excellent relationship that we have had for all these centuries with the United States of America. So thank you, and welcome to Nevis, and welcome back to St. Kitts and Nevis.
The U.S. Ambassador also met with Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Latoya Jones.
I'm happy to report that we had a fruitful discussion. We've had a good relationship with the U.S., and we're looking forward to building an even stronger relationship with them.
Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, the Honorable Latoya Jones. World Fisheries Day is annually celebrated on November 21st throughout the world by fishing communities. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Hughie Sargent, delivered an address to mark the occasion on behalf of the Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers.
The Nevis Island Administration, through the Department of Marine Resources, continue to support fishers by providing tools and equipment where possible, such as fish pot and wire following storms, GPS devices, training opportunities, as well as monthly financial support for the operations of the Nevis Fisheries Complex in Charlestown. We pledge to continue supporting the sector as we are pursuing the establishment of a fueling facility as well as an area to launch and retrieve fishing vessels.
The theme for World Fisheries Day 2022 is Support One by One Fisher. Sargent outlined the activities scheduled to take place this week.
Our activities began on Sunday, 20th November, with a church service at the Shiloh Baptist Church. On Tuesday, 22nd, we invite you, the general public, to our fisheries complex for our market day and the career fair at the fisheries complex. On Wednesday, we host a cocktail for our fishers. On Friday, there will be a fish fry at the backyard of the fisheries complex, and we conclude the week with a beach cleanup. We believe these activities embodies the theme and goals for World Fisheries Day observation. We salute our fishers and encourage them to be safe while they continue to feed our community and visitors alike. Happy World Fisheries Day, and may God bless us all.
Still to come, Seventh-day Adventist Ministry offers support for orphans and vulnerable children. The details right after this break.
The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed.
As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. The Orphans and Vulnerable Children Ministry, a branch of the Nevis Adventist Possibility Ministries, is inviting the general public to share in its week of activities in observance of World Orphans and Vulnerable Children Day on November 14th. The events will take place from November 21st to 26th.
On the 21st, we'll be having our Media Day, which is why I am here with you this evening. And the 22nd, we'll be having our Information Day, where we'll be focusing on autism awareness. We would have invited Ms. Josephine Claxton Richardson. She's the director of the Spectrum Services Center in St. Kitts, to speak with us on autism awareness. On the 24th, we'll be having our Outreach Day, where we will be donating school supplies to the Cicely Brown Integrated School. Then on the 25th, we'll be focusing on Happy in Blue Day, where we would encourage the general public to wear blue in support of the orphans and vulnerable children on the island. And then to conclude, we'll be having our church service at the Manning Seventh-day Adventist Church at 9:15 a.m. And then in the afternoon, we'll be having our March of Witness, which is the final event for our week of activities.
According to leader of the organization, Acadian Tyson, the ministry offers spiritual, educational, mental, and financial support to orphans and vulnerable children.
Our ministry has been in existence for 2 years. This year would have made this second year. Last year, we did some outreach within our community. The first initiative that we did was the school supply drive, where we would have donated school supplies to the various families within the island. The second initiative that we did was the food drive, where we would have asked members of the community and even members of the church to donate non-perishable goods. We contacted social services, where the director would have provided some names of vulnerable families to us, and then we delivered those goods to the various families within the community. We are a ministry that tries to help the vulnerable families within our communities, and so we would have received a great number of support from several businesses thus far. We have the Bank of Nevis, we have National Bank, St. Kitts Nevis National Bank. Best Buy would have donated $900 worth of supplies to our ministry, where we would have donated to Family for the School supply drive. We have Rams, TDC, and Price Busters. And so we just like to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all these business places that would have contributed and provided to our ministry, so that we can therefore help persons within our community.
Leader of the Orphans and Vulnerable Children Ministry in Nevis, Acadian Tyson. The Nevis Island Administration and the Nevis Electricity Company Limited, NEVLEC, on November 17th, hosted a focus group consultation for the Nevis Geothermal Wells Drilling Project. The meeting was for residents located near the Hamilton Estate site for the drilling campaign for production wells.
So the objective of this session, which is specifically being put on for you, the residents in close proximity of the project site, is to deal with your particular issues in as much detail as we can, and also to present to you some of the possible opportunities that the project will bring that are maybe of interest to you. So we're not just looking at mitigating the challenges or eliminating any possible adverse impacts, but also to engage you in how we may assist in having you take advantage of some of the opportunities that this project will bring. This is the beginning of an engagement we want to have with you. So we want to keep this dialogue going on right throughout the project. So this is not the end of the consultation. This is the beginning of an engagement, and we're looking forward to your inputs, and we will take them on board in adjusting the project where necessary so it suits all your requirements and meets all the standards and as best as possible the expectations of you, the citizens and the wider communities.
NEVLEC General Manager Albert Gordon gave an overview of the project, while consultants Gabriela Morales and Ricardo Calvo of Environmental Resource Management discussed the supplemental environmental and social impact assessment.
The drilling is going to take about 40-something weeks. There will be traffic, there will be noise. During the drilling, there may be some releases of sulfuric acid. Thank you very much. Which smells really bad, by the way, like rotten eggs. But this is where the technical stuff comes in, right? There will be detectors, and there will be measures that can be taken if that begins to happen. What we have done in this study is we have identified the basic impacts that may be of significance, and for all of them have established and proposed mitigation measures that NEVLEC will carry through, that the Caribbean Development Bank and IDB will supervise and evaluate, and there will be much oversight on how the project is done to make sure that all of that is being done correctly.
The panelists, including Chair of NEVLEC's Board of Directors, Stedman Truss, fielded questions from the audience. The focus group consultation on the Nevis geothermal wells drilling project can be viewed in its entirety on NEVLEC, Nevis Electricity Company Limited, and Nevis Television Facebook pages, as well as Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.